Welcome to Barefoot Boot Camp. Barefoot Boot Camp is a mind-body-based workout that incorporates power yoga, Pilates, and strength training intervals. If you're ready to change your body, this is the exercise program for you. When we walk barefoot on the earth, we connect energetically to life. So much is absorbed by the feet, physically and spiritually. Powell III is a classic and has become one of the most well-known and well-respected fitness experts in the business. For over 30 years, Powell has traveled the globe, training and entertaining audiences with his unique approach to total wellness. For 20 years, Powell presented his work at fitness conventions and conferences before changing his focus to personal wellness. While living abroad, he had the opportunity to sell fitness products on QVC Germany, train fitness and dance instructors, and share his motivational skills with U.S. troops. His work has also been featured in Ebony magazine. Carl is a mind-body coach and a certified yoga and Pilates instructor, and has been certified by the American Council on Exercise and the Aerobic and Fitness Association of America. He's also the author of Mr. Motivator, a magazine article printed in German, English, and Spanish. He's currently working on a new book, 21 Steps to Magnificent Living.
Welcome to Barefoot Boot Camp. Today we are going to be doing a Pilates workout for you. We're going to go through some of the fundamentals, and then we're going to move into a few and more advanced exercises. Jennifer's here with me working out today. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you.
And we're going to start just in a seated position. Cross legs, hands on your thighs, and then you're just going to lift up your chest nice and long. So you want to think about having a nice long lifted spine. The breath is a lateral breath, so the breath is going to move through the ribs, expanding at the rib cage when you inhale. And as we exhale, we're just going to let the rib cage come in and the diaphragm will move downward. So we're just going to start with our breath. So you can just close your eyes and just start taking some long, deep breaths. Bring your focus first to your spinal column. And make sure each vertebrae is carefully stacked one on top of the next. Shoulders are relaxed. Focus now goes to the rib cage. As you inhale, feel that expansive breath as the ribs move laterally. And then as you exhale through your mouth, release the breath and feel your diaphragm moving down. And then just continue taking some long, deep breaths. Don't be afraid to breathe, it's all good. And then we're just going to move our fingers and toes, find our awareness, and we're going to roll down. We're going to make sure that our heels are directly underneath of our knees. Our hands are along the side, your chin is tilted forward. Go ahead and just let your upper back muscles melt into the floor and continue with your breath work in through your nose and a percussive breath as you release. First exercise, single leg stretch. We're going to bring the right leg up. As we inhale, we're going to stretch the right leg forward. And as you exhale, you're going to bring the knee directly over your hip. And again, inhale as you stretch away and exhale as you pull. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, pull. 1 more time. Inhale as you stretch. Exhale, come back. Hands behind the base of your thigh. And you're going to stretch your knee back towards your shoulder. Just taking some long, deep breaths. Breathe. We're going to lift the head. And you're going to stretch your nose toward your thigh. And then pointing the toe, you're going to stretch the leg all the way up to the ceiling as we lengthen out. Long, deep breaths. Breathe. The left leg is going to come all the way forward, and we're going to reach through the heel. Just continue taking your long, deep breaths. So we have a lot of muscle stretching here. We're stretching the hamstring on this leg. We've got the hip flexor and the quadricep on this leg. Breathe. We're also stretching the back of the neck. We're going to release the upper body all the way down. The foot is going to point and flex. And then we're going to flex and hold and just rock your heels side to side, inversion and eversion. With your foot, we're going to create a circle. And then reverse the direction of your circle. Give your foot a little shake out. Soften your knee. Hand is going to go across your thigh, opposite hand on the floor. And we're just going to cross the center line, being very careful to keep both shoulder blades firmly planted on the mat. Where's your breath? So we're just warming up, getting ready and prepared. You always want to get a good warm up before your workout. Long, deep breaths. And then gently and slowly we're going to roll our spinal column back on the mat. Step the foot down. And we're going to bring that left leg up. Hands along your side. Single leg stretch. Inhale as you stretch. Exhale as you pull back. And again, inhale. And exhale, pull back. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale as you pull back. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, pull back. Hands behind the thigh. And let's just stretch that leg back and begin our hamstring stretch. Use your breath. Next, we're going to lift the head, stretch your nose towards your thigh, stretching the back of your neck. And we're going to lengthen the leg all the way up to the ceiling. 3. Opposite leg is going to slide forward, reach through the heel. You want to try to get the back of this leg as close to the floor as you can. As you breathe, long, deep breaths. Upper body is going to peel its way down. Point and flex. Just warming up the feet. And then we'll flex and hold, rock the heels side to side. Inversion and eversion. Circumduction, create your circle. And then reverse it in direction. Give your foot a little shake. Soften your knee. Opposite hand across the thigh, other hand on the floor, and we're going to cross our center line. Be very careful again to keep the shoulder blades firmly on your mat. Breathe. Long, deep breaths. Breathe. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Continue to stretch, breathing. And then easy, slowly, we're going to roll the spine back on the mat. Foot steps down, opposite foot comes back for the bridge. In the bridge, heels are directly underneath the knees, hands along your side, chin tilted forward. We're going to inhale, we're going to lift the hips straight up off of the mat. As you exhale, we're going to articulate the spinal column down from the upper back, vertebrae, middle back, all the way down to your low back, and then relaxing your sacrum on the mat. And again, inhale, we're going to lift up, stretch up, breathe. And then as you exhale, slowly articulating, feeling each vertebrae separate, lubricating the spinal column, releasing synovial fluid. Sounds pretty impressive, huh? Mm-hmm. 2 more times. Inhale as you lift up, stretch up. Exhale as you peel your way down vertebrae by vertebrae. Use your breath. We're going to lift up 1 more time. Inhale as you lift up, stretch up. And then as we exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, we're just going to peel the spine all the way down to the mat. We're going to relax the sacrum on the floor. We're going to move on to the pelvic bowl exercise. So as we inhale, we're going to tilt the pelvic bowl forward. And what we're going to do is we're going to create an arch in the low back. So your low back is lifted away from the mat. I'm going to move my hands back so you can see. And then as I exhale, I'm going to curl my tailbone under and lightly imprint my low back on the mat. That's the 12 o'clock position. So we're going to inhale as we move to 6 o'clock, arching the low back away. And then as you exhale, curl your tailbone under and lightly imprint your low back on the mat. Let's practice 2 more times. Inhale, tilting the pelvic bowl forward, arching the low back. Exhale as you curl under. 12 o'clock. 1 more time, we're moving to 6 o'clock. Hips moving forward, arching your low back away from the mat. And then as you exhale 1 more time, curl under. And then we're going to find this place right in between. We're going to call that neutral spine. That's going to be the natural curve of your low back, so there is a little curve there. We want to be very careful not to over arch in the low back during the next series. Double leg stretch. Double leg stretch, both feet come up, knees are directly over my hips, my head is relaxed. We're going to inhale as we stretch the feet forward, and then exhale, bring the knees directly over your hips. Breathe, stretching for 7, and pull. Breathe for 6, stretch, and pull. Breathe for 5, and pull. Breathe for 4, and pull. Breathe for 3, and pull. 2 more breaths, and pull. Just 1. Hands behind the thighs, we're going to rock back, lift up our head, inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to roll up, and then just relax your head forward. And take some long, deep breaths. Just stretching the back of your neck. And it also gives us a little bit of a break. Long, deep breaths. Slowly, easy, we're going to lift the head. We're going to bring the heels out to the corners of the mat. And we're going to stretch out. We're going to talk about engaging your abdominal muscles and your inner unit and what that entails. So your transverse abdominis, sternum all the way down to your pubis, there's a split here. The muscle fibers run in this direction and they run all the way around to your low back. So as you exhale, the transverse is our largest breathing muscle also. So you're going to inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to contract and feel those muscle fibers wrap around. Then we have our internal and external obliques that go across. I call them our little girdle because they pull our stomach back. And any twisting movements that we do, we'll be using the internal and external obliques. Then there are the muscles in the pelvic floor. Those are like Kegel muscles, so we're going to be engaging those. So we're going to be using all of our inner unit as we breathe and strengthen. We're going to do the spine stretch forward, hands on the mat, lift up your chest nice and tall. You're on your sit bones, you're going to inhale. As you exhale, you're going to round into yourself, look back, and stretch as far as you can forward. Pause right here, you're going to inhale. And then as you exhale, think about spinal articulation coming up from the low back to the middle of your back, shoulders, neck, and head. And again, we're going to inhale, exhale, pull back, round in, and stretch. Pause, inhale. And then as you exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, just roll that spine all the way back up. We're going one more time. Inhale. Exhale as we stretch, reach. You're going to bring your focus forward. Find a place either behind your legs or around your feet to hold on. And stretch your chest down towards the floor. And let's take some long, deep breaths. Let's take another breath, breathing. And then you're going to relax your hands, inhale. And as you exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, just roll back up your spine. Breathe. Twisting is next. We're going to cross the hands at the elbows. Shoulder blades are down and back. We're on our sit bones, heels are flexed. We want to stabilize our lower body. We're going to twist to the right as we inhale. And as you exhale, engage your abdominals and come to the center. Left side. Inhale as you twist. And exhale. Breathe in. So here we're using the internal and external obliques along with the rest of the inner unit. We're going to do 4 more. Breathe for 4. And center. Breathe for 3. And center. Breathe for 2. 1 more breath. We're going to relax the hands and bring our feet together. You ready? Go roll up. Hands stretch forward. We're going to practice angel arms first. Hands come up, palms turn to the outer walls. They come in, and they come together. So let's do angel arms. Inhale, lengthen. Turn the palms to the outer walls. 1 more time. Angel arms. Up, out, and around. When we stretch forward, because you've seen this exercise done incorrectly a lot A lot of times you see people when they want to come forward, but when I come forward, I collapse and I really can't breathe fully. So what I want to do is I want to engage my abdominals, pull back, and stretch forward, and look back at myself. So we'll start here, inhale, and then as you exhale, pull the abdominals back. One more time, inhale, exhale, pull your abdominals back, and let's come to a long lifted spine, inhale. As we exhale, we're going to curl the tailbone under and easy come back. Breathe. Angel arms, stretch back, turn the palms, exhale, come up, around, and reach and stretch. Inhale up to a long lifted spine, shoulder blades relaxed. Exhale as we peel back, let those arms relax. Breathe. Stretch your arms, inhale, angel arms, exhale, percussive breath will help you come up and stretch. Breathe for 4. And coming down. Stretch. And breathe for 3. Up. Use that breath coming down. Stretch. Percussive breath, come up, stretch, reach. In, up. Exhale. Stretch those arms, inhale. Exhale, and we're going to come up. Bend your knees. And then just relax your head weight over and take a few breaths. Breathe. Long, deep breaths. Two more breaths. And then easy, slowly, we're going to lift the head. And we're going to move into the all-fours position, hands and knees. Hands are going to be directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. Organize the cat and the cow. You're going to tilt your pelvic bowl forward, your eyes are going to look forward when you inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lift up your rib cage, round under, and look back at your own thighs. And again, tilting, inhale. Exhale, lift up, round up, stretch up. Try to reach the center of your upper back up towards the ceiling. 2 more breaths. Keep flowing. And 1, flow through. We're going to hold the rounded spine and think again about lifting the center of your upper back up as we stretch. Breathe. And then we're easy, we're going to come to a flat back. Hands under your shoulders. We're going to take the knees back a step each for modified push-ups. You're going to bring your pelvic bowl in line with your rib cage. So we want to avoid allowing the butt to go up or too far down. We want to have a nice straight line. 6 push-ups. Here we go. Inhale. Jennifer's like, let's go. And push. Breathe for 5. And push. There's your breath. 3. 2 more. Just 1 more. And then we're going to slowly just float ourselves all the way down. Folding your hands up at the front of your mat and relaxing your head. You want to allow your shoulder blades just to melt away from your ears, and your neck and shoulders are tension free. Long, deep breaths. Hip flexor and quadricep stretch. We're going to lift the head, curl the right leg back. You have the option of holding onto your pants if you can't grab your foot, or grabbing your foot and relaxing your head. Always taking long, deep breaths. Breathe. Allow the breath to remove the tension from the muscle. Breathe. Stretch. Stay active in your breathing and your stretching. Breathe. Two more breaths. Keep stretching. And then easy start to soften and release. And we'll go to the opposite side, hand and foot together. Relax your head weight and just take some long deep breaths. Breathe. Long deep breaths. Staying active. Feel the front of the leg stretching. Front of the hip opening up. Breathe. Stretch. 2 more breaths. Breathe. And then easy soften, and we're going to release. Extension of the spine is next. Hands are going to come right next to your shoulders, elbows by your rib cage. We're going to keep our focus down on the mat. As we inhale, we're going to lift up, waistline on the mat. And then as you exhale, pull your abdominals back towards you, away from the mat, engaging your abdominals. And again, breathe. Inhale, pulling the abdominals back and come down. Let's breathe for 4. Strengthening the lower back region. Breathe for 3. Just 2. Inhale. And 1 more. Breathe. Inhale. And then exhale, release yourself all the way down. Fold up your hands. And let's take a few breaths. Breathe. Again, allow your shoulder blades to just melt away from your ears so your neck and shoulders are tension-free. Breathe. We're going to bring our focus now to the lower body. You're going to bring your big toes together. You're going to reach through both big toes and stretch them back. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to lift the feet and the knees away from the floor. Now you'll feel right now your buttocks are really contracted. You want to release to about a 60% contraction. And just take a few breaths. Breathe. I know it looks easy, but I'm telling you right now, get down on the floor and try it with us. Long, deep breaths. And then easy, go ahead and release. Swimming, everyone's favorite, is next. You can extend your hands forward. Extend your toes back. Raise your hands up. Feet come up. And then you're just going to start swimming as you breathe. Lifting the chest up. Breathe for 6. And 5. Breathe for 4. Oh, if I only really could swim like this, I'd be in business. Breathe for 3. I'd be drowning for sure. Breathe for 2. Oh, 1 more breath. And then just bring your hands in and come down and release. And take a few breaths. Hands are going to come back underneath our shoulders. Curl your toes under. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to do 1 push-up to plank. Take a few breaths. Breathe. Two more breaths. Knees are going to come down. Take them out to a wide V on your mat. Drop your elbows on the floor and then just release your head weight. And the hips come back just a little and release your low back. Long, deep breaths. Breathe. Two more breaths. Then the knees, we're going to lift up and swing the hips around. And we're going to come back in the supine position on our back. Hands on your rib cage, feet and knees together. You're going to let your knees go over to the right side and just stretch across. And just take some breaths. Breathe. If you're working out with us, I know you're feeling this by now. Breathe. And then ease your knees to the center. And we're going to go ahead and just change sides and stretch across. Long, deep breaths. And again, those shoulder blades should be firmly on your mat. Breathe. Two more breaths. And then we're going to ease the knees back to the center. Leg circles are next. Hands right along your side. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Feet come up, and we're going to extend. The knees can be slightly bent. You're going to take your feet out mat distance apart. Come down and bring your heels together. And then as you exhale, you want to pull back. So we're going to start to just round off the edges. Make a little circle. Come down. Exhale as you pull back. And it's not the size of the circle that's important, it's the intent of the movement. Long, deep breaths. Breathe for 6. Focus. Engage. Breathe for 5. And pull. Breathe for 4. And pull. 3. 2 more breaths. And pull. 1 more breath. Now we're going in reverse. Feet are going to come forward. Exhale as you come around and together. Remember, it's intention. Breathe. Inhale. Momentum free. Inhale. And come around. Let's breathe for 4. And around. Breathe for 3. And around. 2 more breaths. Get ready to punch me, Jennifer. And we're going to let those feet come forward. Inhale. As you exhale, we're going into the ab curl. You're going to curl up your ear wheel, your head wheel, your neck wheel, your shoulder wheel, and breathe. Long, deep breaths. Let's lower the legs down just a little. Hands reach forward. We're going to stretch back with angel arms. Head comes down. And then as you exhale, curl up. Ear wheel, head wheel, neck wheel, shoulder wheel. Stretch. Inhale. Breathe. Exhale as you come up. Wheel by wheel. Remember to articulate slowly down. 4. And. Breathe for 3. And. Just 2 more. Breathe. And notice the legs are staying perfectly still. And that's not easy to do, right, Jen?
It's not.
And just for fun, let's do 1 more. You're going to bend the knees in, relax your head weight down, and then just make a little circle on the mat and massage your low back. And take a few breaths. And reverse the direction of your circle. Breathe. Easy step down 1 foot at a time. Two more breaths. Last in our series. We're going to take the right hand behind the base of the head. The left hand is going to go out on the floor. We're going to inhale on the floor. As you exhale, we're going to float the head 2 to 3 inches away from the floor and feel the abdominals begin to support the head weight. We're going to twist, lifting the shoulder as we inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to come back to the head float, avoiding going all the way down to the floor. Inhale as you twist. Exhale, floating right back to your head float. Twisting for 6. Inhale. And. Breathing for 5. Inhale, twist for 4. And 3, twist. Just 2 more, twisting. And 1 more breath, twist. Release down, change hands, and just take a few breaths. Breathe. The more oxygen you have, the more energy you have. The body is made of water, 70%. Right? Water is H2O, the O is oxygen. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, let's float the head away from the floor. Twisting as we inhale. Inhale. Exhale as you float back. And again, inhale as you twist. Exhale. Breathing for 6. We're going to inhale. And. Breathing for 5. Inhale. And 4. Breathe for 3. Just 2 more. One more breath. And you're going to release your head weight all the way down. Bring your hands to the sides. And we'll take a few breaths before we go into some stretching exercises. Breathe. We're going to bring the right foot up. Peace sign around your big toe and extend the leg up. Opposite hand on the floor. And then just opening up a little to the side, getting a side stretch. Breathe. Long, deep breaths. Remember to stay active. Always growing as you can. Stretch. Breathe. Two more breaths. Remember to stay active. Can you grow 1 more inch? Breathe. Stretch. And then easy, slowly soften and step down. Changing sides. Peace sign around the toe. Stretch the leg up. Breathe. Hand on the floor. And then easy open out to the side. Just taking some long, deep breaths. Remember, honor where you go. Every day is a little different. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for practice. Breathe. Long, deep breaths. Breathe. Stretch. Two more breaths. Stretch. Breathe. And then easy, bring that foot in. Both feet are going to come in. Bring your feet together. And then you're just going to bring your feet back towards your center line. We won't do the baby. We'll leave the baby at home. Long, deep breath. Stretch. Breathe. Hands are going to come behind your thighs. Rock back. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to roll ourselves all the way up. Come to a cross-leg position. Hand on the thigh, hand on the floor. We're twisting to the right. Lift up your chest, chin level with the floor. And we're going to twist around. And just take some long, deep breaths. Use the breath, always trying to see just a little bit more wall space behind you. Long, deep breaths. Breathe. And then slowly turning to the center. Breathe. Changing sides. Hand on the thigh, hand on the floor. Lift up the chest. Twist, turn, and just stretch around. Breathe. Long, deep breaths. Breathe. And then easy, slowly come to the center. Placing your fingers together, we're going to stretch the arms forward, look down, and then reach your upper back towards the back of your room. Long, deep breaths. Stretching up to the center, we're going to look up, and then think about lifting out of your waistline and getting longer. Long, deep breaths. Stretch. Lengthen. Stay active. Breathe. And then we're going to soften our shoulders. You're going to stretch over to the right. You're using your right hand to stretch the left arm up and out. Long, deep breaths. Stretch. Breathe. Use the breath. And then we're going to come to the center and go over to the left side and stretch, taking those long, deep breaths. Breathe. And then easy, we're going to come to the center and just shake out your hands. So this was the first installment of Barefoot Bootcamp. Thank you for joining us. Again, I'm Carl Powell, my friend Jennifer. I'm sure we'll see Jennifer again, and we hope to see you again also. Thank you so much for watching. At least, even if you just watched it sitting on the couch and breathed with us, you burned a few calories. Again, thank you.